Marshall, can you grab a foil, please? And
yeah, big day for the team today with the unload of the ship, all of our gear in Auckland. It's been a bit of a wait, but we're into it now. Pretty exciting. It's a good milestone moment for the team. Finally in the location of the racing. So looking forward to getting the ship off, the yacht off the ship, and set up and get ready for training. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. All the build-up over the last 2 years of the team, whether it's been in the mule or training in Newport, training in Pensacola, it's all sort of building up to the main event in Auckland. And so to arrive here and just to get the yacht and all of our equipment here is pretty exciting. You know, the realisation of getting the base built and getting on the water in the next few weeks is going to be a big moment for us. And get our preparations underway for the main event in only 6 months' time, so time is short. During these last few months, with the uncertainty of the events getting cancelled, with COVID-19, with the unsettled world, just to get our guys on the ground, get the boat here, get on the water is going to be amazing. Everyone's got a spring in their step. There's only so much training we can do in the gym and the simulators and everything else, so to get our feet wet again, so to speak, is huge. There's no substitute for it. The main thing for us, I think it means that we're able to settle into our routines, get all the team, get everyone settled into their, whether it's housing, the routine of their daily lives, the training, gym training, but also spending as much time as possible on the race courses. We've got 5 courses out there. So we need to, do our due diligence on all of those courses for what we're in for. And I think, like anything, the earlier you're in, the better you're prepared. So, I mean, obviously the other teams are able to sail in Europe, so that's good for them. Our hands were tied a little bit with the events getting cancelled in Europe. So, but for us, we're happy to be in early, happy to be here first, and happy to be here. Ports of Auckland, this is American Magic support, over.
Well, it's a huge day for our team, really, to have the have the boat, all our equipment and everything now in New Zealand. This is sort of the final stage of the campaign for us, to set up our base, get sailing out on the Watermatta Harbour at the end of July. It's actually very exciting times, and so having been off the water now for the last few months, we're just sort of chomping at the bit, really, to get out and get sailing. Yeah, being the first challenger to get here into the country is obviously, it's a good milestone for our team, but really it counts for nothing in the end. We've got a very solid program right through until the start of racing in December, and getting here at this time allows us to spend the winter and the early part of spring just sort of getting ready to get rip into the racing. To be representing the New York Yacht Club is something very special. I remember when I was sort of growing up, in the early days of Optimist and P class, and watching the racing in '83 when it was in last in Newport, and then '87, and the New York Yacht Club has obviously had a very important role in the history of the America's Cup, and so to spend some time at the yacht club in Newport, and to be able to meet a lot of the members that are obviously very passionate about this challenge. It's a very unique and special opportunity. Are there mixed emotions? Well, it's it does feel strange, coming back to New Zealand, representing a foreign team, but at the same time, it's been a fantastic opportunity for me personally to be able to be involved in a challenge representing the New York Yacht Club, and we've got 3 fantastic principals that are have backed this campaign, and so we'd obviously be the goal for this team is to be successful here in Auckland, and so we're going to do whatever we can to win the America's Cup.